Miracle Beauty. My name is Brandy and I do unboxings, beauty reviews, a lot of different things on here. And if that sounds like something that you'd want to watch, please click subscribe. I do upload every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. And then I hope that you will like this video. And if you do, you will click like and share on your social media. So Try Beauty box is a Canadian box brand. Our subscription service, they are $34.99, and in the States we do pay shipping. So they actually have like a system to these boxes. It's not just random. Typically you receive one face product, one eye product, one lip product, one skin product, and then one tool. So that is typically how it works. This is only my second box. Again, they're bi-monthly, so this is only my second box. Part of a change that's recently happened at Try Beauty Box is that they're no longer including cards in the box. They're actually trying to become more environmental. They actually did a poll on either their Instagram or one of their social medias. It might have been Twitter, I'm not sure. And everybody said, you know, like biodegradable peanuts, not including the card, things like that. So I am going to insert down below the actual name of the product and their pricing if you were to buy it retail. So the first thing that I have is the Priming is Everything by The Balm. This is a neutral eyeshadow primer and it does look like this. And it is like this. It is a cream base, which, I mean, I think most eyeshadow bases are of a cream form, but it doesn't, when you first look at it, it almost looks like a powder, but it does blend easy. I used the fatter brush to blend all over my eyelid before I did this look, and I found it worked very well. The only negative, I think it's more of the painterly, or even a little bit deeper than painterly when it's on the skin, whereas the soft ochre from MAC is more my skin tone. So if I was doing a neutral or airy look, I probably wouldn't want to use this, but it worked fine. I don't have a review for longevity. This is just my first impression. So the next thing I had was Cargo Cosmetics, and this is in Laguna. This is a blush and it is very bright. So this actually worked very well. It is super pigmented. It blended very easy. I didn't have to use powder and blend it out. Like, it did give me nice color. It wasn't too, I mean, it was crazy in the sense it was bright because it's pigmented, but it blended really well. Something that I noticed though, so both of the colors that Tribe released was a super dark, like almost reddish color, and then this bright orange. And I was Googling these two products, and almost 100% of the sites it was on clearance or was sold out, formerly clearance, including Kohl's. So I think that it's possible that these were included in the box because they're discontinuing them, or Cargo is not keeping either this product or that line in production. So that's something like I don't typically think that they should be putting expired products in here if it's, and I'm not claiming this one is expired. In fact, I don't think it says. It does have a lot. So actually when I post the name and the stuff below, I will put the lot. But one of the things I noticed is that products that aren't selling end up in boxes sometimes, or they're trying to get you to go check out the brand, and so they put something that they already know there is clearanced out there. And that's something that I noticed about this. This is my first foray into Cargo Cosmetics, and I thought it worked fine. I didn't have any issue with it. I would be absolutely more than willing to try more. Again, it's a first impression. Sometimes your blush and how it performs depends on your base, your powder, your foundation, the whole picture. And so obviously today I did Goodbye Cargo, and I think it looks good. So next is the eyeshadow palette. You had three choices. I think there was Vibe, Mood, and I can't remember the third. I actually will post a link below to these. So this is by Ruby May Cosmetics, and I did choose Mood. I chose it purely and simply because I wanted this orange and this yellow shade right here. The rest of the palette, cool, that's neat, but that's actually what I wanted. So right now on my eyes, I actually have this matte color right here is actually what I started with in my crease shade. Then I put the pink right here on the outer corner, and then I did orange yellow. I did one from my BoxyCharm on the inner, and then I actually did the yellow again. I am very satisfied with this. I am going to post swatches right here as well as I talk. So these are very buttery. The shimmers are much like the ColourPop like wet formula, but they blend amazing. They're so easy to work with. I had minimal fallout. I actually did today, because I knew I was using almost entirely shimmers, I did actually do my eyes prior to my base. Probably only the third time in my entire life I've attempted it, and I actually was pretty pleased with it. It seems alien to me because I always do my eyes last, or as close to last. I do my entire base, then my eyes, but I actually was pretty impressed with it. So almost everything I'm wearing, with the exception, I'm trying to think, the bronzer was not from a box, the foundation and the primer was not from a box. but I think everything else was from the boxes that I'm actually filming today, and this was what I did for most of my eyeshadow. So honestly, I had never heard of Ruby May, didn't even know. In fact, if I really am really transparent and tell my feelings, when I saw that they were including them in the box, I'm like, who's that? I don't know who that is. I hope it's good. Like, what are they doing? But then as I got to see more about it, I didn't realize, because it is only my second month, that Tribe actually does a lot of indie brands, which I am so open to trying, but I'm always scared to try, because if they're not talked about a lot or whatever, I'm always worried I'm going to get a poor product. And the one time I did take a chance on a brand, they went out of business nearly right after, and they did not have a return policy. So it gives me a chance to try this brand again. They're probably some of the best shadows that I've ever worked with. For me to pull off a colorful look like this, the first try is unheard of to begin with, but to have a product that performs really, really well, I typically just don't find with every brand. So I definitely recommend Ruby May's. I think I'm going to go back and pick up the Vibes one, possibly the other one, but I was kind of deciding between Mood and Vibes. So the other thing in here is by, and I kept the box out because it's called, I think it's Cass Cosmetics. It's C-A-S Cosmetics, and it is like this really pretty, it almost looks iridescent. I'm wearing it now. You cannot see any iridescence. So I'm not going to open this because it is literally the biggest mess. So I went to put this on, and the first like stroke I did, it was like normal. It didn't do enough. I'm like, oh, I need some more of that. You know how it is with gloss. It's more. As I picked it up again, it literally sprayed across my chin, and then when I put on my lip, my fault for not looking at the applicator, but it literally created like a gob mess. And then when I went to put it back in, it actually pushed everything out and overflowed, which I guess one positive, that is we know that it was a full product, and that's why it did it. But it just was kind of hard to work with. The formula, it's nice. It's not too sticky. It's very smooth. It looks good. I think the iridescence is kind of a misnomer. I don't think it has any on the lips, but I do think that it feels good. So I'm going to keep trying this. I'm just going to be a lot more cautious on the adapter. So the last thing is Bella Pierre Cosmetics HD Setting Spray. So a couple of things about this. So I am wearing the, let me see if I got the box here, the Becca Hydro Mist from the BoxyCharm. So this, before I could even set it, I started noticing it separating on my nose, and I'll insert a picture here, but it was like separating and I was having issues with it. So I did smooth it out with my beauty blender. I did get it kind of back to what I would consider a okay look, especially like I don't film with you right here. So typically if there's a minor flaw, it's more difficult for you to see it on the camera. However, this is like a fire hydrant nozzle. Like I'm gonna see if I can try to get it to pick up. Moving my head out of the way. Obviously, it literally sprays and then mists like 2 feet away. My arms are not long enough for it to actually mist me, and I'm not asking family members to spritz my face every time I need to do it. So the formula I have no idea about, because it wet my face so horribly that my makeup got screwed up and I had to fix it. I am actually going to pour this into my all-nighter bottle that I finished recently and see if I can get a better performance. So as I said, I am putting all the prices down below. So underneath each product, you should see the prices and what they go for retail. I honestly am really impressed. Typically, I open my boxes, then try the stuff later, and then it kind of becomes forgetful because there's always so much going on to go back and do it. So I am trying to start this new. Then I will film my videos for my boxes all in a similar time frame so that I can review the products for the application. So again, to recap, the Mood palette I'm definitely loving. I'm going to purchase more of these. I never heard of the brand. I'm very happy with it. I don't typically use eyeshadow primer, but I did get it in the box, and it is pretty convenient. I used a brush with it, but I think you could use your fingers or anything else and it would still work. Cargo. I like this color. I think that it's going to take a little bit to work with because of the intensity of it, but as long as you don't pack it on your brush and you use it and build it versus just I think it's fine. Again, the lipstick, I think I said I need to try this some more. And the solution I'm going to try for this right now is this. I am working on a compilation of reviews from prior BoxyCharms and prior Ipsies and things like that to give you kind of an update as to what my feelings are on the products months later, and I will be posting that in the near future. I hope that you liked this video. I hope if you did, you will like and share it on your social media, and I hope that you will subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. I do upload every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. And on that note, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope I see you again soon.